guys, my name is TUAN TRAN and welcome to my videos. Alright, just going to shoot a quick video, not a quick video, but a long video of my session today when I'm practicing the Jun Fan JKD system. So, you guys can watch this video, maybe utilize it as maybe a class setting per se, but this is like how I approach my own training. Now, for my warm-ups, I usually do the jump rope, get on the treadmill, and I do a decent amount of stretching before I start. So obviously make sure to release tension in your body correctly before you start anything, because right now it's about 6:30 in the morning. So obviously I just got up, I'm pretty tight, and you don't want to do a bunch of things right away because obviously increased risk of injury. But for this video, I'm just going to go over just the different types of techniques that I want to practice for today. And there's so many that I have to categorize it each day and work on different aspects. So usually we'll start off with the salutation. So Yubei, in line. Yubei, Baijiang. So from here, I'm just going to go to Unmoon defense. Tan Sama, Tan Sama, Yu Sama, Yu Sama, Hawan Pasama, Hawan Pasama, Gan Sama, Gan Sama, Ha Pasama, Ha Pasama. Boy one pop Fiji, boy one pop Fiji, boy one pop Fiji, boy one pop Fiji, boy Fiji, boy Fiji, boy Fiji, boy Fiji, toy sound Fiji, toy sound Fiji, go on sana, go on sana, Jun Lasana, Jun Lasana, Jun Lasana, go on, Jun Lasana, go on, go. Pass out to the tech. Pass out to the center. Step to the left, pass out Haju Tech. Step to the right, go pass out Haju Tech. Fiji, long side, laps out Chin Chuan. Fiji, long side, laps out Chin Chuan. Fiji, long side, laps out Quadrant. Fiji, long side, laps out Quadrant. Fiji, long side, laps out La Sinchuan. Fiji, long side, laps out La Sinchuan. Fiji, long side, laps out Set. 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 Fiji, long side, laps out Jin Chuan. Fiji, long side, laps out Jin Chuan. Fiji, long side, laps out Yin Chuan. Fiji, long side, laps out Yin Chuan. Fiji, long side, laps out Wan Jun. Fiji, long side, laps out Wan Jun. So that right there, that gets me going. Gets me to all the movements that are in the Unmoon defense. So then, as you can see, I was in my Baijiang stance, just moving, getting my footwork ready, rotate my hips, slowly moving, and then just getting it going. So this next segment, I'm just going to work on defensive aspects, because again, defense is a big part of any combat sport, any real life combat on the streets. So a lot of people will put a lot of emphasis on offense, but until you actually start sparring and start mixing it up, you start to realize that no one has the perfect offensive capabilities and defense is a must. So I'm going to pair that with some movement drills in the sense of footwork. Alright, so in the Jun Fan JKD system, boxing is utilized quite a bit, fencing is utilized quite a bit. And right here I have a line that I tape on the ground so that I can work on proper footwork drills while doing various defensive drills. So a lot of times, you have to understand how to move with your feet and with your upper extremities to engage someone, especially if you want to defend yourself properly. So I'll just go through a very simple drill where I'm just going to do a step and slide advance, step and slide retreat, step and slide retreat, step and slide advance, step and slide to the left, step and slide to the right, step and slide to the right, step and slide to the left. And then I'm going to add in my defensive drills when I'm going into all those different movement patterns. So the first one, I'm just going to do a rear hand catch. This would be, again, against maybe a jab or something. So, step and slide, catch, step and slide, catch. So that was advanced retreat. I'm going to retreat, catch, advance, catch, left, catch, right, catch. Notice that I'm back where my body is bisecting the line. Right catch, left catch. Okay, so that's the rear hand catch. The next one I could do in this movement pattern, I could do an inside slip or an outside slip. So I would actually do all of them one way, and I'll do all of them the other way. So step and slide, slip. Step and slide, slip. So right now, if I'm in a right lead, if I'm facing someone in the right lead, this is an inside slip because their right jab will be coming towards the left side of my face. So I'll be slipping on the inside. So again, retreat, slip. Advance, slip. Left, slip. Right, slip. Right, slip. Left, slip. Okay, so now I'm going to do an outside slip. So advance, slip. Retreat. Sorry about that, I just messed that one up. So advance, slip. Retreat, slip. Retreat, slip. Advance, slip. Left, slip. Right, slip. Right, slip. Left, slip. Okay, so that takes care of my inside and outside slip. So another defensive drill that you can work on is just doing a sway back. So again, if a person extends their arms fully, they're already at maximum range, and if they tilt forward a little bit, that's fine, but if they tilt too far forward, they're off balance. So obviously, there's a certain amount of range that you want to implement when you're punching, but not too much. And if you understand this, you can do a sway back and gain a few inches. So advance, sway back, retreat, sway back, retreat, sway back, advance, sway back, left, sway back, right, sway back, right, sway back, left, sway back. You can see I'm just keeping my hands up. I don't necessarily have to cover my face because again, if my hands are here, I could come up higher, but at the same time the drills are designed so that if your hands are not up 100% to cover your face, that you're moving your body properly so that your head is out of the path of attack. Alright, moving to the next one, now I'm going to commit a shoulder roll. So, I'm going to advance, shoulder roll. I'm going to retreat, shoulder roll. Retreat, shoulder roll. Advance, shoulder roll. Now, left, shoulder roll. Right, shoulder roll. Right, shoulder roll. Left, shoulder roll. Now, you notice that I dropped my arm. Now, here's the thing. If I shoulder roll and my hand is up to my face here, well, guess what's open? Right here, kidneys. So what I have to do when I shoulder roll, I am bringing my shoulder up, protecting my chin, dropping my arm, using my elbow to also protect the kidney area, so that here, as I shoulder roll, I'm getting out of the path of the punch, creating a barrier here, but at the same time, I have to be mindful of the side of my body and also behind my body. Because again, maybe in a sport fighting situation, the referee won't allow the individual to hit you in your back. But in a street fight, your spine and your back is fair game. Alright, so now I'm going to move into a direction where now we're actually changing our level. So the next one is a pretty simple one. I'm just going to do a basic duck. So I'm going to advance, duck, retreat, duck, retreat, duck, advance, duck, go to left, duck, back to right, duck, right, duck, left, duck. Now, you notice I did something interesting. As I duck, I brought my hands up. So in that case, I'm creating a second barrier where first defensive barrier is just getting out of the height of the punch or the hooks, and then the second one is just here, just extra insurance per se. All right. So now the next one I'm going to go through is just basically a bob into a weave. So this is something you might do against a lot of hooks. Now you can do an inside to outside bob and weave. You can do an outside to inside bob and weave. Depends on what the person throws at you. So in this case, if the person throws a right hook and they're right lead to match my right lead, I'm going to go inside to outside bob and weave. So advance, bob and weave, retreat, bob and weave, retreat, bob and weave, advance, bob and weave, step to left, bob and weave, step to right, bob and weave, step to right, bob and weave, step to left, bob and weave. Okay, so I'm going from inside out. Now, if the individual throws their left hook, in this case their rear hook, I would bob and weave, inside out that direction. Okay, so advance, bob and weave, retreat, bob and weave, retreat, bob and weave, advance, bob and weave to the left, lock, lead to the right, lock, lead to the right, lock, lead to the left, lock, okay? All right, so now moving on. So you see we're changing our direction. So now we're going to move to things where you might actually start to intercept the hand. And this is where some of the Wing Chun aspects move into the realm of the JKD defensive drills. So the first one I'm going to do is just a Zhang Sao. So the Zhang Sao is an interception of the hand. So I'm going to advance, Zhang Sao, retreat, Zhang Sao, retreat, Zhang Sao, advance, Zhang Sao, step to the left, Zhang Sao, right, Zhang Sao, right, Zhang Sao, left, Zhang Sao. So again, if you don't understand how to use the Zhang Sao, that's fine, that's part of the system. And that's where you probably want to meet with a authorized practitioner like myself, or like someone like my instructor, Sifu Peter Nguyen, to start learning the content. And remember, you want to probably go with someone who stems from Guru Daniel Santo, who was Sijo Bruce Lee's only fully certified student when Sifu Bruce Lee was still alive. All right, so the next one is the Loi Da. So with the Loi Da, if you saw it under the fence, you have the Loi Buji, right? So you can use that one. So Da means hit. That's universal. You can do a Ching Choi, you can do a Hua Choi, you can do a Buji. In this case, I'm going to use the Buji. So advance, retreat, Loi Da, retreat, Loi Da, advance, Loi Da, left, Loi Da, right, Loi Da, right, Loi Da, left, Loi Da. Okay. Now, for the final one, I'm going to do the defensive series. I'm just going to do my movement with the Cao Sao. So, Cao Sao, again, is one of the Jun Fan JKD movements. So, advance, Cao Sao, retreat, Cao Sao, retreat, Cao Sao, advance, Cao Sao, to the left, Cao Sao, to the right, Cao Sao, to the right, Cao Sao, to the left, Cao Sao. All right. So, there you guys have it. So, I moved through multiple defensive drills while doing a little bit of footwork action in the sense of advance, retreat, retreat, advance, left, right, right, left. So that way my upper extremities, lower extremities are working in sequence so that I can improve upon those. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll set myself on a timer. I might do 1 minute of each of these drills until the timer goes off and moves me to the next one. Okay. So now I'm going to move on to the next part of my training for today. Alright, so in my next drill that I'm going to work on today to reinforce what I've learned from Sifu Peter Nguyen, I'm just going to do some Wing Chun training. Dan Chi Sao is an important aspect because, again, that's proprioception, tactile learning when you're engaging someone. So, again, if you don't have a lot of space, like let's say a boxing ring, let's say the guy's right on top of you, he starts grabbing you or he pulls you in. This is the trapping aspect of the Jun Fan JKD system. And by doing some of these drills, it helps you to understand where to maneuver the hands to get into various situations, right? So I'm going to square up to the mukjong. So again, I'm right-handed, so when I square up, my left hand's going to be my wusao hand, right hand's my maosao hand, or the acquisitive hand. And then so the first drill I'm going to work on is the drill where my right arm is partnered up to my partner, and they will be using their left arm. So in this case, the mukjong is my partner. So Tan Sao, Yun Jun, Long Sao, Tan Sao. So that is a pattern that I will focus on. See, so this is the resetting hand. That's my offensive attacking hand. That's my defensive hand. Going back to the resetting hand. So you can also do a count: 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Tan Sao, Yun Jun, Long Sao, Tan Sao, Yun Jun. As you see. Now, if I want to switch over, then I can do the Zhang Sao switch where I would do the Tan Sao, I would attack with my Yun Jun. The individual would come back with an attack with a Ching Choi, so then I would intercept. You see how I used the mukjong to use this peg as the individual's attacking hand. I would go into the Zhang Sao, which I showed you guys doing that in the defensive drill, because again, this is a defensive aspect. I'm intercepting. Then I go into Pak Sao Da, right? Now the individual will block this hand, so then I would go underneath. I go into a Lap Sao, into a Hua Choi, and then that hand will lead me into the other side of the Dan Chi Sao. Now I am in my Fuku Sao position. The individual will be in the Tan Sao, and then I will do the left arm sequence in the Dan Chi Sao. Where here now I'm doing Fuku Sao into Jut Sao into Ching Choi. Fuku Sao, Jut Sao, Ching Choi. Fuku Sao, Jut Sao, Ching Choi. Fuku Sao, Jut Sao, Ching Choi. Again, resetting hand, defensive hand, offensive attacking hand. You see how now I'm on the other side. So then I will do this drill to practice that aspect. Now, obviously, when switching, then I will wait for my partner to do his Zhuang Sao switch. So right here, so once I do my defensive hand, I would attack. That's when he would go into his Zhuang Sao. Then he would go into his sequence. Then I would go into a Pak Sao. And then he would go to another sequence. Then I would intercept with a Bong Sao. And then I would move back into Tan Sao. Now I'm back on the right side. So this is a drill that I would practice. I would practice each sequence by itself. So again, you already see me work on the Tan Sao sequence and then the Fuku Sao sequence. And then again, I might just go ahead and practice the Zhuang Sao sequence where Zhuang Sao, Pak Sao, Ching Choi, underneath Lop Sao into Quad Choi. Again, it's not perfect. This is the actual sequence so that when my partner is feeding me, I know the sequence that I need to do here so that I can properly progress through the double Chi Sao. See, so. And then once I work on that, then I would also work on the other switch where it's the Fuku Sao into Jut Sao to Ching Choi. But right here, once I throw the Ching Choi, then I'll practice the Pak Sao into Bong Sao to Tan Sao. There you guys have it. So today I will be practicing that quite a bit. I will probably do a minute on each of these and do it multiple times, treating it like actual sets as if I was working out so that I can, again, train the technique, train the pattern, and then build the repetition so that my body starts to work on a reactionary level. So I've kind of explained that in the past, but I'll explain that in the video right now. So when you start off, you are moving on an unconscious level and you're untrained. The thing is that even if you don't know how to fight, if someone engages you, your body's going to move regardless. It's just going to be very inefficient. You have no techniques. You reinforce no new patterns, so your body just flails and does some crazy stuff. The next stage is now you're conscious, but you're still untrained, meaning you just barely learned the technique, and even though you learned the technique, you still haven't practiced enough to do it competently. Example of this is go out there and play golf for the first time. Get a golf pro to show you how to hold and swing. It doesn't matter just because he shows you how to do it. You can't hit the ball right away properly, so you have to practice that a couple hundred times, right? All right. So then the next stage is now you are conscious and you are competent or trained. Meaning when you're thinking about it, you can do it properly, but only when you're thinking about it. You still cannot do it properly on a reactionary level. So this would be a case where you are doing a drill with a partner in a very non-stressful situation, environment, but then if you put yourself in a sparring situation where the individual can hit back, hurt you, elevate your heart rate, you cannot execute the movements properly. And then the last stage is obviously you're unconscious, but you're trained, meaning someone can blindfold you, you're in a sparring situation, and no matter what happens, you're always executing the proper techniques because again, you're not thinking anymore, your body's just responding on a reactionary level, on an unconscious, conscious level, and you're good to go. So that's the fourth and final stage when it comes to the progression as a fighter, as a martial artist, and a combat specialist. Okay, you guys, well, like again, I have a lot of things to work on, so that's an example. There are 7 days in a week. Each day I work on certain aspects. Sometimes it's defense, sometimes it's trapping, sometimes it's offense, sometimes it's footwork, sometimes it's a combination of everything. Most of the time, 99.9% of the time, I'm training alone, so I still have to progress. So I usually invest in the right tools to keep me going. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'll be shooting more videos to come to just give you guys insight how I approach my own training. As of now, here in TI Health and Fitness here in Houston, Texas, I do not offer classes. I offer privates as an authorized practitioner. So if you're interested in learning the Jun Fan system, let me know. You can contact me by email or telephone, cell phone. Now, if you really want to learn the content at the highest level, then you probably want to contact my instructor, Sifu Peter Nguyen, and he resides in California. So again, it just all depends on where you're located. And in time, he's working on, bringing material to the web so that he'll be able to teach and produce online classes for us. Okay, you guys, take care. Until next time.